Disclaimer: this fan fiction is only for entertainment purposes, so please don't take it seriously and don't be offended. It's just a story made out of my imagination, so it doesn't define any character in real life. I hope you will enjoy the story and leave positive comments without hating the author and character. I don't count any pixels, but the storylines are completely mine. I will do voiceover, so you can mute it if you want. Hope you will like the video.
You came out from the washroom after changing into a comfortable night dress. Then you go near your dressing table and start applying some lotion and creams on your face. Just then the door of the room opened and Jungkook entered with a small smirk. He leaned his arm on the door frame and said with a small smirk, "Jungkook, looks good in this too, but here I thought that I will be the lucky man who will get to remove that dress from your body." You looked at him through the mirror. He was still wearing his wedding suit. Just a few hours ago, you both get married, and now you are in his room as it was your first night. He is your childhood enemy, but after becoming adult, he became too clingy and possessive for you. You thought this is an arranged marriage, not knowing that it was a marriage arranged by him. Ian, not even in your dreams. You say while lowering your eyes at him, making him bite his lower lip. Jungkook, you didn't even know what I did with you in my dreams, and you roll those beautiful doe eyes at me in dreams too. He say with his usual smirk, then locked the door behind him. He started coming towards you while opening his shirt buttons after throwing his coat and tie at couch. Jungkook, and I am just about to fulfill my life's biggest dream. You turned around and looked at him with a small smile when he was standing just behind you. Then you put your hand on his chest and leaned towards him while his eyes remained on your lips, but then your lips go near his ear and whispered, "Ian, I didn't knew that your life's biggest dream was to sleep on couch, but never mind. I will be very happy to fulfill that dream of yours." You whispered, making him chuckle. Then you sat on bed and threw a pillow at him. "Ian, make yourself comfortable. And even if you don't, I won't mind. After all, my happiness source is your discomfort." You say with a smile and was about to lay down when he jumped on bed, making you startled. Jungkook, you got it all wrong, babe. My life's biggest dream is breaking the bed with you beneath me, begging to stop with your heavy breath. He just completed his sentence when a pillow got hit hardly on his face by you. You were hitting him again and again with that pillow when he grabbed your both wrist and fall back, making you lay on top of him. Ian, how dare you imagine all that things? I will. You for definitely today. Then fulfill your dreams in hell with a demoness. Jungkook, and what made you think that after I will leave you? Believe me, sweetheart, even as a ghost, I will make you scream my name. Jungkook smirked while you bit your inner cheek in anger. Then you struggled to free your wrist from his grip, so he left them. You stood up on bed and took a floor, then he tried hitting him with it again. Jungkook too stood up on bed and took a pillow, then you both started hitting each other with pillow. He was just doing it for fun, and wasn't hitting you any hard. You both were jumping on bed while running and hitting each other on bed when a loud clack voice came. Your eyes widened when you suddenly felt that you were digging in and falling back, when suddenly he grabbed your wrist and pulled you towards himself. Just a second later, you both were on floor. His hand was resting beneath your head and waist to secure you from any hurt. The bed broke, and now you were breathing heavily beneath him while he was just checking you out for any injuries or pain. Jungkook, never knew that my dream will be fulfilled in this way. Jungkook said with a low chuckle to ease the situation. You opened your eyes and looked at him in disbelief. Ian, you have third class things just like yourself. You say in anger while pushing him away, but it only brought him more closer to yourself. Jungkook, how do you know about my things? You didn't even check me till now. Wanna check? He said with a small smirk only to get a glare from you in reply. He stood up slowly while picking you up in his arms gently. Then he looked here and there and smirked mischievously like his eyes caught something interesting. His smirk sent shiver down your spine. Ian, leave me. Don't touch me. You say while closing your eyes. Your back was facing him and you both were laying on couch from last 15 minutes after you both break bed on your wedding night. Your back was facing him and his breath was touching your neck. His face was snuggled in the crook of your neck while his hand was wrapped around your waist. There was no space between your bodies and his touch was making you arch your back which made him smirk wider. Jungkook. Looks like your imagination is going wild, babe. Isn't that why you can't stop arching your back on me? Ian, it's all your fault. You say in anger, but it just made him giggle. Jungkook, I am glad that it's because of me. Let me see how much more I can make you feel in just one night. Ian, nothing. You made me feel nothing. Jungkook, are you sure? He said, while blowing air on your neck, making you clutch to your nightdress and make a sound. Jungkook, this nothing sounds wonderful. He said with a proud smirk. You ignore him and just act like you are sleeping because you knew that there is no one to his boldness now. He knew that you needed sleep, that's why he stopped troubling you more, even though he loved it when you show your fake anger to him and control your emotions. Sunlight hissed Jungkook's face, making him move a little. Jungkook opened his eyes when he felt empty beside him. He had nothing to hold now, which made him pout. He looked here and there but found himself alone in his room. He sat up on bed while stretching his hands and called your name, but no one came. On the other hand, you were in the kitchen helping his mother in making breakfast. You both were talking and laughing wholeheartedly while gossiping about different things. His mother is always like mother figure for you two, that's why you both are like a real mother-daughter duo. Just then your laughter faded after you saw Jungkook, who came after freshening up, was standing while leaning his arm on the doorframe. His eyes were fixed at you with a small smile. His intense gaze never leaves you, making you feel goosebumps all over your body. You immediately looked away and act like you didn't saw him. Mrs. Jeon, do you want something, son? Jungkook, yes, a new bed. We broke one in our room last night. Jungkook said with a smirk while continuously looking at you while you choked on your after hearing his words. Your heartbeat fastened and you sighed glared at him, which only made him feel satisfied more. Mrs. Jeon, don't worry, dear. It's normal in this household. He's completely gone on his jet. Mrs. Jeon said, trying to ease you, but her words only heated up your cheeks, and you can't even look at her because of it now. Jungkook, by the way, Mom, Dad is calling you. And I saw some men taking a bed to your room just now. Jungkook said, making his mom left immediately while our eyes widened. Just then, Jungkook came near you and stood behind you. Jungkook, they are just changing their old bed with a new one because I want them to. So, it's only our bed which broke last night. Jungkook clarified with a small smile. You were making a duff of floor without looking back at him. He pushed his hand on kitchen counter, catching you in between them. Jungkook, ignoring me is a good option, but not a good choice. Jungkook said while wrapping his one hand around your waist when you have enough of him and finally broke your silence. Ian, don't cross the line, Jungkook. Jungkook, in the matter of us, there is no line or any limit. You turn around while being like that in his arms. You say while glaring at him. Ian, I am gonna slap you hard if you touch me next time. Jungkook, aw, with these soft hands you are gonna slap me? My baby is so cute. She jokes so good. You lightly slapped him on his face after hearing his words, leaving the evidence of floor on his cheek. He took your hand in his hand, then slowly placed it on his chest. He was wearing a white shirt. Jungkook, cringe, but even when your hand touched me to slap, my heart will rise just because you touched me. You wanna smile on his cringe line of his, but you didn't. You pushed him a little, then turned around and again started doing your work. Just then his mom entered with a small smile, making him take a step back. Mrs. June, what happened to your face turn? Why is there flour on it? Your eyes widened hearing her words. You looked at your hand, then yourself inside your mind. Jungkook, nothing, mom. I was just playing with fire. With flour. He said and left without explaining much. After he left, a small smile adored your face, remembering everything that happened till now. Then you just did your work and left towards your room too. Few days passes by like this. You were in the washroom taking a shower. Jungkook's behavior and his actions didn't change. They just kept getting bold day by day. Even before marriage, he flirts with you, but after marriage, he do it with so much intensity it made your heart flutter every time. You liked him too, but never accepted and always act like you didn't. But now, when he looked at you with so much rise, you felt like every dream of yours had become true. From yesterday, you didn't even push him away because now you liked the closeness with him too. Just then you heard a knock on your door. Jungkook, babe, you forgot to take me in there with you, he said, making your cheek heated up. Ian, just shut up, you say, and hear a low chuckle from outside which made you smile too. You were drying your hair while he was adoring you with side eyes. He was speaking again and again at you while working at his laptop. You finally stopped your work, then turned around and looked at him. Ian, what? Jungkook put aside his laptop, then looked at you with a smile. Jungkook, come here, he said, and you do. You stopped near him and looked at him with your questionable gaze when suddenly he pulled you on his lap, making your breath hitch. Ian, what? Jungkook, you, he said with a small smile. Nowadays he is smiling more than smirking. Suddenly, his hand touched your foot, making you grip his shirt in nervousness. I am Jungkook. Jungkook. Yes, it's me, he said, while his hand found your toe ring and start playing with it. You close your eyes while a shiver ran down your spine and you feel goosebumps all over you. Ian, stop before I choke you. You say, still trying to stay bold while wrapping your hands around his neck. Jungkook, oh, I would love it. He said with a small smirk, making you lose your stand again and you hide your face in his chest. Ian, jerk. Jungkook, your jerk. Jungkook said while wrapping his both hands around your waist. Jungkook, I booked a dinner table for us in your favorite restaurant and buy tickets to of your favorite movie. You smiled but didn't look at him and kept hiding your face in his chest, which gave you so much peace. Jungkook, a date after marriage is on your wish list, right? So, am I a good husband now? Jungkook asked softly by running his hand through your hair. After a few seconds, you nodded, which made him chuckle. He pulled you more closer to himself and hugged you tightly like it was everything for him. That's how your love arranged married life started beautifully. The end.